Hi guys, I'm going to go over the questions for lesson 10, capacity in milliliters. The questions 2 through 9. I'm just trying something different with my screen, so hopefully the recording turns out okay and you guys can see as well as I think you can. I'll keep the questions up here just so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Start on number 2. We're just looking for choosing a better estimate. So, a thimble. Uh, Thimbles are tiny, so a better estimate for a thimble is going to be 5 milliliters. B, a coffee mug or a teacup. I tell you what, I'd be pretty upset if you gave me 15 milliliters. So, 250 milliliters if you're a baker. That's a cup in measurement. Looks like a glass of milk or a glass of water. Your best estimate is going to be about 300 milliliters. D, a little spoon, also called a teaspoon, which the actual measurement is 15 milliliters. A little carton of milk, okay, something you would get around the school. 250 milliliters is definitely going to be your best one. F, a jar of mustard. 10 milliliters seems a little bit small. 500 milliliters seems like kind of a lot, but 500 milliliters is probably a closer estimate, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be close. Number 3, choosing the better estimate again. We're just dealing with either milliliters or liters. Canola oil in A, 4 liters is a better estimate. B, mayonnaise. Liter is going to be a better estimate. That's what they usually come in. A ladle, 100 milliliters or 2 liters. I would be very impressed to see a 2-liter ladle. So 100 milliliters is going to be your best bet. D, hand cream, 100 milliliters or a liter. 100 milliliters is going to be a better estimate. E, 6 mils or 6 liters for a watering can. 6 liters for sure. F, 50 milliliters or 7 liters for perfume. 7 liters is a lot for something like that. 50 milliliters is a much, much better estimate. Just to stop here for a second, one thing I want you to pay attention to is the way that I am rating milliliters and the way it is presented in your textbook. If you remember back to the last lesson, liters is done with a capital L, milliliters is done with a lowercase m and a capital L. Please, please, please make sure you do not write it any other way. It's proper, it's called scientific, no, it's not called scientific notation. It's just the proper way to do it. Number 4, which capacity unit, milliliter or liter, is represented by each referent. Okay, so as something to reference or help you estimate, an eyedropper is going to be milliliters. A teaspoon is going to be milliliters, ml. And C, a water bottle. You know what? It could be either one. If you're dealing with those little plastic ones, it's probably going to be milliliters. Anything bigger than that, right? Those metal ones is going to be a liter. For me personally, I would say I wouldn't use it anything less than a liter. For some of you, though, you might use milliliters, so either one of those would be acceptable in my book. Number 5, which would you use, milliliters or liters, and explain your choice. I'll just talk through my explaining. A little baby bottle, milliliters, right? A baby's not going to drink more than a group of milliliters. They're not drinking liters worth of stuff. B, one of those kind of pretty big pots is going to be a liter, right? You're not going to want to cook with anything that can't hold more than around a liter. It's not much point. C, we are looking at, what is that, some toothpaste. I don't even think at Costco they sell toothpaste in liter-sized containers. So we're going to be looking at milliliters for that one as well. Number 6. Number 6 is which measure is closest to 1 liter? How do you know? So I'm going to actually start with the how do you know. 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. If you forgot that, there's your reminder. So out of those numbers, we're looking at 400, 889, 799, and 850, which is closest to 1,000 milliliters. The closest is going to be, closest is 889. 889 milliliters. Simple. You're just trying to get to 1,000. Number 7. We're just copying the data. So 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. B, 2 liters is equal to 2,000 milliliters. C, 3 liters is equal to 3,000 milliliters. D, we're going to swap now. 4,000 milliliters is equal to 4 liters. E, 5,000 milliliters is equal to 5 liters. And F, 6,000 milliliters is equal to 6 liters. As a little bit of a bonus, we'll do a G here just to give you an example for maybe it'll pop up in grade 6 for you. If you have something like 4,500 or 4,500 milliliters, that's going to be 4.5 liters. Okay. Number 8. James drank 400 milliliters of water in the morning and 500 milliliters in the afternoon. Did he drink more or less than 1 liter? So 1 liter, just again, 1,000 milliliters. Okay, so simple problem solving. He drank 400 milliliters in the morning. He drank 500 milliliters in the afternoon, which means all day he drank 900 milliliters. So did he drink more or less than 1 liter? He drank less than 1 liter because 900 milliliters is 0.9 liters if you remember back to decimals. And last one, number 9. Alexis drank 1/2 of 1 liter of water. How many milliliters does she have left? Okay, so it really just comes down to common sense, doing some basic math. You should know your halves fairly well. So again, if 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters, I just have to think. Maybe I don't want to do half of 1, but I could do half of 1,000. Half of 1,000 is 500 milliliters. All right. Okay. And then the how do you know? It's just thinking through it, right? I know what 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. Half of 1,000 is 500. So she has 500 milliliters of water left. Okay. If it asked for liters, it would be 0.5 liters left. But it doesn't ask for that. It asks for the milliliter one. Okay, so hopefully you had a pretty easy time doing that. It's a fairly straightforward, simple set of questions, but it is really important. The number of people who don't know how to convert back and forth is always kind of surprising, so make sure you are familiar with this, make sure you understand it all, and you're good to go. You can tackle the homework questions next. All right, see you next time.